So, Pip Collector, you have the tools, you know not to chase, you have risk management rules, a written plan, and you're even journaling your trades now. But there is one final internal enemy that can hijack all of it in an instant. It's the most dangerous force in trading, and it lives inside your own head. Today, we're facing the ultimate challenge, which is letting emotions drive your decisions. We are going to identify the two most destructive emotional states, understand their physical triggers behind them, and I will give you the three practical procedures to disarm them in real time. So your plan, not your panic, stays in the driver's seat. Now, why is mastering this your final barrier to becoming a consistent trader? Because knowledge is useless without execution. Your emotions are the gap between your brilliant plan and your actual P&L. Learning to close this gap is what separates the perpetual beginner from the true professional. Right. So now let's name the enemies. They are not subtle. Enemy number one is fear. This manifests as moving your stop loss wider, or exiting a winning trade too early, or freezing and missing a valid entry. Enemy number two is greed. This shows up as adding to a losing position, or refusing to take your profits at your target, or entering a trade that doesn't meet your criteria because this one feels different. Tip Collector, you must understand that your plan is your shield against them. But in the heat of the moment, you need a saw. So, here is your first tactical procedure, the pre-trade pressure release. Before you click buy or sell, you must ask yourself this one question aloud. Am I willing to lose the exact amount my stop loss dictates? If you hesitate, if your gut clenches, your position is too big, reduce it immediately until the answer is a calm yes. This physically drains the emotional charge out of the trade before it even begins. You've accepted the worst case scenario. This leads me to insight number one. Emotions are amplified by unchecked risk. Fear and greed are not caused by the market, they are caused by your exposure to the market. A trade size too large turns a normal market fluctuation into a psychological crisis. Proper position sizing is your first and best emotional defense. Procedure number two, the in trade timeout. This is your emergency break. The moment you feel the urge to deviate from your plan, to move a stop loss, chase a price, or close a trade early, you must enact a mandatory physical timeout. Number one, you must physically step back from your screens. Put your hands in your lap. Number two, breathe in for 4 seconds. Hold it for 4 seconds. Exhale for 6. Do this 3 times. Number 3 is ask yourself, what does my written plan dictate? Listen, this is a 30-second ritual which creates space between the emotional spark and the destructive action. It re-engages your prefrontal cortex, which is your logic center. And here's the key insight this reveals. You cannot control the feeling, but you can always control the action. Listen, we're not trying to become emotionless robots, Pip Collector. That's impossible. The goal is to recognize the emotional weather without letting it dictate your navigation. The timeout is how you do it. And finally, procedure number 3, the post-trade debrief in your journal. This is where you turn emotion into education. In your journal, under emotional note, you must go beyond a simple rating. You must write the narrative. You can write things like, I felt fear when price retraced 50% of the move. My story was, the trend is broken. I'm an idiot. I felt greed when I was up 3%. My story was, this is the big one. I can get 10%. Pip Collector, by writing down the story your emotions was telling you, you externalize it, you see it as data, and over time, you will see your personal repetitive scripts and they lose their power. So, to recap, Pip Collector, we've moved from building external systems to mastering internal ones. Your 3 procedures are the pre-trade pressure release to size for sanity, the in-trade timeout to insert logic, and the narrative debrief to learn from the store. This is the final piece. Your risk management, your plan, and your journal are the structures you build. Emotional discipline is the daily practice of living within them. It's not about having no fear. It's about having a profound respect for its power and a better plan than listening to it. Pip Collector, the market is a mirror. It will reflect back every one of your insecurities and impulses. Your job is to look into the mirror, recognize the face of fear or greed staring back, and calmly follow your plan anyway. Master this and master yourself. That is the only edge that truly lasts. Thanks for watching. Stay disciplined. Coach Awanda coming at you live from Bears, Bulls, and Pips, where we catch pips and not feelings. Choose contentment over complacency. I'm going to see you guys in the next Pip Talk. Signing out.